G'day everyone, welcome back to Sophisticated Bogan. Sorry it's been a long time in between videos, but dealing with physical limitations sometimes. So today, in this video, what we want to get done is get the engine cleaned up, get it painted, and hopefully by the end of the video, we'll be going into the bike. So fingers crossed that we can get this all done and put it all together. I've got a few things going on. So with the engine, it's got to be all cleaned up, and there's a couple of other things to mask off. Like I've got to mask off, any of the plugs and wiring and stuff that's still exposed, which is on this side and on that side. Also, want to take these up a bit more so that they're rubber. I don't really want to get paint on them so much. Got to clean this up, tape that off. Got to tape off the oil level, and then it's ready to be cleaned up. So the idea is to get it mostly painted because it's on the lift. There's I can't get to certain spots, so the idea is that get it mostly painted all the way up to probably around about this sort of area on both sides, and then once it's in the bike, the part that is sitting here will be exposed on the bike, so I'll be able to just paint it there. So we'll get it all cleaned up anyway, but so yeah, long time coming for this to go in. The other thing I've got to do when I am taping off, masking up and everything, so I need to take these off, but just if you're worried about make sure they all go back on the same ones again, so all the seals are the same, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, all you really have to do is put some tape on here and just mark it, like 1, 2, 3, 4, just put it on the tape. But yeah, so let's get cracking, eh? Alright, so I've gone ahead, masked things up. This is just for the cleaning process for the moment, and then I'll be taking things off, and also the coils out, all that kind of stuff, because I'll be replacing them anyway. So I don't know if they get wet, but it'll stop anything getting down towards where the spark plugs are. Alright. Alright, so we'll just let that soak, and then we'll get the gurney and we'll hit it. There's already starting to get stuff off. Alrighty. Alright, so stupid me, forgot to hit record before hitting it with the gurney. So, I've got most of it it's all cleaned up, the rest of it I can just get by hand now. But I just want to get the majority of the crap off so that it make life a bit easier for me. So I've got to get it all cleaned up, then I've got to dry it, hit it with a blower and dry it. So I can get every bit of water out. Once I've got all the water out, then I can do the proper masking up for paint, well, primer and then paint. Yeah, we're getting there. So we have the engine clean. I just need to go over it now by hand, just get the last little bits. The engine's all dried now, so I can just get to it with wax and grease and rags just to get the last little bits. But otherwise, all goods. Once I've gone over it with wax and grease and getting it ready for primer, which will be masking up last little bits, just to make sure everything's all goods. Alright, so I'll get onto that. I'll probably do that off camera, just to get it out of the way. It's probably a bit boring for you. So yeah, we'll get onto that and get it cleaned up, and then we'll get onto primer. Alright, got it all masked up now, ready to go. Not my best masking, but it'll do the job. And yeah, so all good to go for primer. all the promo that I have at the moment, which is pretty much everything. So as I was saying earlier, once the bike's in the engine's in the frame, then I'll be able to continue get like the rest of the little bits that are up against there, and also the bottom. Oh, all right, so just going to let that set now, and then we'll get on to putting the paint down. Been a long time coming. All right, let's get on to putting some paint down. Not looking too bad at the moment. That's just the first coat going down. I know I've gone a bit heavy with it, but just trying to get it done. But yeah, this heat paint tends to flatten out pretty well, so it doesn't really run too much. It's a bit thicker. But yeah, so we'll let that get this other can ready. And yeah, and I'll finish it off. Now I'm pretty satisfied with that. So now I just got to let that flash off, set, all that jazz. Then I can unmask it and yeah, get it ready to go into the frame. So making headways, people. So this will dry out to I think it's a satin finish. It could be a matte finish. I'm not 100%. It's hard to tell with these kind of cans that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I think it is a satin. But anyway, so we'll pick this up again probably in the morning. Alright, so we are not going to achieve by getting the engine into the frame in this video, unfortunately. One thing that I hadn't noticed the first time I painted it, that water was getting down in between cylinder 1 and 4. The spark plugs are obviously loose. I should have checked them before I started doing all this, but sometimes you just make assumptions, and well, assumptions lead to crap. So I shouldn't have just made an assumption, it was wrong. So now I'm going to have to take the engine to someone to get it taken apart, because water's going down into cylinder 1 and 4. I'm not an engine builder, so I have to send this away. So apologies that this bike build is taking so long, but you know, we've had things like Commodore, for example, has had some problems that I've had to fix, so you know, funds have had to go there as well. Yeah, it's I was almost, you know, due to mental health stuff, I was almost about to just completely chuck in the towel, because as in, things tend to go wrong for me for some reason, no matter how hard I try. So yeah, so get this sent away. I don't know how much it's going to cost for me to get this thing pulled apart and get all the water out of it, but at least then we'll have an engine that's got new gaskets, you know, yeah, new stuff, and the belt tension can be actually done as well. So yeah, I'll just give you an idea. Have a look. So as you can see, you know, water is sitting in these ones, but yeah, in this cylinder and that cylinder, it is not. So yeah, quite frustrating. It really took a number on my, you know, I've got major depression, so it really took a number on me. This was also OCD. The engine actually looked virtually perfect, but I wasn't happy with it, and so I had to sand it and fix it. And that's when I discovered the water. Okay, right. So know, everything on the frame's looking great. That's something at least. Now I've still got to get bolts for the tray. The ones that just go up into the sides here for the tray. But otherwise, you know, it's all looking good. So everything there is fine. You know. Alright. So apologies again. So hopefully we can get this sorted. See how it goes. But yeah, so if you like what I do, if you want to follow on the journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, and yeah, I could do with some really positive comments because this is really taking a toll on me. Yeah, I just want to get this done, and I just want to be able to ride it, you know. It's all well and good that, you know, I help mates out with their bikes and stuff like that, so, you know, I get to ride bikes still, but it's not the same as your own bike or riding your own bike. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this here. So probably what I'll end up doing now is, because this is going to have to be put to the side, well, you know, at a engine builder shop, and I'll probably get on to doing fairings and stuff like that. Very frustrating, as I said, like with the engine going in, then I could have done all accessories. So many parts can be fitted once the engine's back in place, but it is what it is. Alright guys, not too sure what the next video will be, whether it be an event or if it'll be doing stuff with the bike. I'm probably going to be doing stuff with the bike just so I can get other things out of the way and get, like, I need to get the fairings prepped and all that kind of stuff anyway. They've got to be worked on because they're aftermarket. So that's easy stuff for me to do. But yeah, that'll probably be either that, as I said, either the event or, you know, that'll be the next video. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. As I said, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one.